Guys, I can't stress this enough. If you have never been to the cinema to watch Doctor Who before, please, the next time you get the opportunity, go. Oh, what an experience. It was amazing. Honestly, the atmosphere, the way you take in the episode is completely different. I was just able to sit there and really appreciate Ncuti Gatwa's performance, the soundtrack, the visuals, everything. It's enhanced when you're at the cinema. So next time they show Doctor Who at the cinema, go. So, yesterday I was sitting at work, as you can see, clearly working away, because I was just so excited. I was going to the cinema to watch Doctor Who, The Legend of Ruby Sunday, and The Empire of Death. When the time eventually came, we set off on our journey, and we watched both episodes, and guys, it was amazing. It was just amazing. We even had a little interval message in the middle. It was just Millie Gibson saying, "Why, man, thank you so much for coming down to watch our show." Because she's from Newcastle, apparently. All in all, it was a good experience. However, guys, I don't know how to feel about that last episode. My head is telling me, yeah, that was epic. It was good. It was great. It was fun. It was everything you wanted from the series. But my gut is telling me, no, something's wrong. Something's not right. So far this series, all of my reactions have been genuine. This one, however, I have already seen, but we're going to go through it, and I'm going to tell you sort of what I was thinking throughout the episode and my thoughts on it. It's very split. I can see that the fandom's very split on this. Some people really love this episode. Some people really hate this episode. This fan base seems to have no in-between, I swear, at this point. No one can just be like, this is all right. Everyone's like, this is the greatest thing ever on the televisions. Or the other people are like, this is demon spawn. Get rid of it. Bin it. Doctor Who should be cancelled right now. It sucks. I'm going to stop talking now. Let's just get straight into it now. The episode sort of just gets straight into it. It's so weird seeing it now on my tiny little computer monitor. It just goes to show you can really appreciate it more when it's on a big screen with the right atmosphere. This is it. The last episode of the series, Empire of Death.
Dust of death.
That was such a RTD opening, wasn't it? Where she's like, was going to kill him at the end of the last episode, and at the start is him just turning around and being like, guys, everyone get out, please. This was cool. There, he's got a machine gun. I love that. Machine gun on a Segway. The bullets turned to dust. This shook everyone at the cinema, as it would.
This is me signing off.
With thanks and love, there will be birds.
God, this shook me up in the cinema. I was actually gobsmacked. I was like, they've actually killed off Kate Lethbridge Stewart. I think I'm having a stroke. Literally, look at these. That's the editor of Doctor Who there. Or one of the editors, I think. There he is again. It's one hell of a shot. I love Russell T Davies like chaos scenes. It's so good.
My true name.
What you talking about?
This is confusing me, this woman. Is she good or evil?
I'm sorry, you tiny little woman.
I'm sorry, you tiny little woman. Like, she's obviously not human. So, yeah, the second I saw Ruby's mum go, I was like, yeah, they're going to do a big reset, aren't they? I was so upset about Kate Lethbridge Stewart, so I genuinely thought they'd killed her off, because in that instance, that's fine. But the second I started seeing every other important character dying off, I was like, yeah, okay, I know where this is going. Russell T Davies is going to find a way to reset it, isn't he? It's just how Russell T Davies does it. This, however, was such a nice surprise. It's the memory TARDIS! I love it! Hello, Sutek. It does look amazing, doesn't it? Anyone that says it looks bad, just shush. Just shush.
I clung to your infernal machine.
This explanation was so good. The idea that Sutek has been clinging onto the TARDIS this entire time.
The temple of my empire of death.
Such a good shot. Such a good shot.
The perfect trap.
Suits.
Have you ever felt so alive?
It's a good line. Into the memory TARDIS. Full of nostalgia, mate. We love it. I like that shot. That's a nice shot. I love that the memory TARDIS is just so cluttered. So this is where they introduce former MacGuffins to resolve plot.
In 2024, she was Susan Triad, this monumental figure.
The only thing is, I still don't know what Susan Triad does. But I'm pretty sure, like, I still don't know what Susan Triad does. The visuals in this episode. Oh my god.
The dust of death. Every time I landed there. 1066, 2005.
I don't understand. He's landed on Earth a lot more than that. Love it.
Venus, Telos, Khan.
I'm so annoyed that he didn't say Clom, Rastacorica Fabulatorius, and the Lost Moon of Poosh. Such an opportunity there, Russell. It was your era. I don't like seeing the Doctor there. Sad.
Absolutely no idea.
This scene was strangely powerful. A character we don't even know.
Of all the things to remember. Maybe I worked there, maybe I sang.
So she was an opera singer.
I don't think anything's precious anymore.
You've got a nice face.
I suppose you do have a very nice face.
A lot of people have said that to the Doctor this series, isn't it?
I think my daughter died, didn't she?
Damn.
And I forgot.
Damn.
I think she did.
Down the
Little
family
moments like that. Oh, just so reminiscent of RTD1.
line. Man,
You never would have got that in the Chibnall era. Maybe the Stephen Moffat era.
It's what we need. Just some metal.
Just snap a spoon, of course.
What was all that Egyptian stuff?
Cultural appropriation.
The laugh that got at the cinema was mega. People found that hilarious.
He saw the one thing beyond his comprehension. Your mother.
So this is where I get a little bit irritated because the twist that comes, like obviously the reveal at the end. Sutek's dumbfounded by this mystery woman. But if he's been travelling with the Doctor all this time, there's a lot more bigger mysteries that Sutek could have been like, what is that? Whoa! As you can see, this episode is very dialogue heavy. Here we are. 2046.
Mel, you better keep watch and don't take any risks.
He knows.
We're okay.
Literally, the second he touched her hand, I was like, yeah, he knows. Cool sonic noises, and the sonic is yellow as well. Love it. Mel was fantastic in this episode. Like, if you see her in the classic episodes, she's pretty bad. But in this episode, she's phenomenal.
She died.
Bring me the Time Lord.
Why does Sutek care, man? I just don't understand why he cares. Yeah. Oh, Russell. He whistles the TARDIS and the TARDIS is like, yep, I'm yours again. Can the TARDIS be controlled by whistle? Has this ever been confirmed before? There's this weapon in the TARDIS that we've never seen before. It's good that the soundtrack fucking slaps though. This looks kind of goofy. Yep, and this confirmed my suspicions that everyone was going to be brought back and this was going to be a big reset. Rose was pretty much pointless in this story as well. I don't know why she was here. And Kate Lethbridge-Stewart's back. What? That was weird. That was weird. I remember at this point thinking, where the hell is Sutek? So this brings me to point 2 that confuses me. Didn't the 4th Doctor banish him into the vortex? Sutek didn't die. He's just done the same thing again. He's just put him back in the time vortex. So he could easily just come back. And just like that, the day is saved.
We've done it.
Here we go. The big reveal. Who have we been waiting for all of this time? It's a random woman. It's a random woman. This whole build-up. And the reason that Sutek was so like, what? I can't kill the Doctor because I don't know who Ruby's mum is and I care about that. It's just some random woman who was a child.
Because we think she's important. It's how everything happens. Every war, every religion, every love story.
This is a cop-out, man. We're basically being told, guys, you guys made it more important than it needed to be because that's how our minds work. When actually, she's just normal. I can't help but feel we've been a little bit cheated here. It is a good scene. It is a good scene. Well, I feel like I've been copped out. It's a good scene, isn't it? So I just want to pause it here because This is where I thought the episode was going. I thought this was going to be the moment, because we've mentioned Susan a lot this series. The actress who played Susan went to the premiere, so we know that she was somewhat of a significance, right? I thought the way this series was going to end was if the Doctor, through this shot here, going, damn, that was a touching moment. I need to see my kids or my grandkids. I need to reconnect. And I thought the episode was going to end with him saying hello to Susan. Because let's be real, it's not difficult for him to find Susan. She could easily be the same woman because the actress is still alive and doing very well. She could have been living a life in London and he found her and like gone in and said hello. And like that would have been a beautiful, lovely ending to all of the talk about Susan this series, to the whole theme of family and all of that. You know, I just thought that's how this episode probably should have ended. It doesn't end that way. Maybe that's why my gut is telling me that there's something wrong. The resolution to this episode was the most Russell T Davies thing you could have possibly had. Cheap MacGuffin and everything's reset. Lovely, lovely time. Sutek felt... I'm getting into the review and I've not even finished the episode yet. But I just feel like Sutek was just underused. He wiped out the entire universe, but because he was so interested in Ruby's mum, he kept the Doctor alive, which ultimately led him to being defeated. Why did Sutek care about this random woman? We're led to believe it's because it's a woman his brain can't comprehend. It's a nurse. Yeah, and now they're just like one big happy family.
And now, Ruby Sunday.
I thought he was going to say get out here.
Goodbye.
I thought he was going to say get out. Ruby Sunday. Goodbye. Cherry Sunday is my favourite character ever.
And that's how the story of the church on Ruby Road comes to an end.
Who is this woman?
Doesn't it? Oh, what happens to
Mary
that
Poppins-esque.
traveller? I'm sorry to say his story ends in absolute terror. Night, night.
Who is this woman? The new Susan Twist. I'm going to miss doing that. After all of that, the season has come to its end. And yes, I think the resolution, the overall resolution and the reveal of Ruby's mum was a bit of a letdown. However, the performances, the visuals, everything else about this episode was phenomenal. Mel's performance as well, 10 out of 10. I've absolutely loved this season. It's really brought me back to loving Doctor Who again. It does suffer with being way too short. 8 episodes. They're trying to follow the original format whilst doing it in 8 episodes. I can't help but feel like Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor is... I've not really experienced any development. There's been no development for him. He's sort of come into the show and he's like, this is the final article, I am me. Which, fine, his energy is brilliant and I like him a lot. But like, I don't feel like I know him like I got to know Christopher Eccleston in one series. Or like how I felt like I got to know David Tennant within his first series. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something missing. I can't help but feel as well like... If we're going to be doing this 8 episodes of series thing, we need to just sort of bring in serialization, do what Flux did, but obviously a lot more coherent and understandable, and maybe focus on one villain. We don't need the random filler episodes. And while some of them in this series have been really creative and imaginative and quite thought-provoking, 8 episode series I just feel like don't suit the one-off episodes here and there. You're either going to have to do a 10 episode, I think 10 episodes are good enough, or extend the runtime. Some of these episodes feel so rushed that when I start getting into it, it's like, oh, it's over now. It's over, on to next week. And it's a bit like, okay. There has definitely been so much more good than bad in this series, though, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm excited for the Christmas special, but I've got to wait 6 months. But we know that Doctor Who's coming back next year. We know there's a Christmas special, and we know there's spin-offs in the lineup. So Doctor Who isn't defeated just yet. Guys, let me know your opinions down in the comments below. I've got a video coming out at 6 p.m. It is the complete version of all 3 tier list videos with some extra footage in as well. And again, a huge thank you to my channel members. You guys are great. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you wish to do so as well, press the little join button if you've got a few spare pennies. Greatly appreciate it. Just gives me more time to focus on making more of the tier list style content, more edited, more review structured content, not reactions. It's been an absolute pleasure watching Doctor Who with you all this season. There's been some highs, there's been some lows, but I've appreciated you joining me nonetheless. Take care of yourselves, guys, and oh yeah, goodbye.